from southeast coast of Norway, Arendelle, and this will be exclusive for those of you who have an interest in contributing in a very simple and easy way to clean up the planet you're living on and your surroundings, and in return you will be a part of a grid, not like the movie The Weavers Guild, but close enough. Not close enough like that, but you will be a part of a guild which you can log on to anytime. It's always with you, like in aura and so forth. And we are no longer doing reads that belong to 3D or basically 3D. They have to be from 4D and up. The grid is from 5D and up, so it has to sort of resonate with that, so we can build this series. If not, it's only going to be about me, myself, and I. So Priyanka, are you aware of the new system that we have? Are you aware of what the new healing grid is? Because we are building basically a garden now that will be accessible for all of us. And now and then we can do a read which is all about your personal problems. But for now, the cards are we are going to give you an offer, and that is to be a part of a healing group. And it's like a cobweb, it's like a spider's web or a web, okay? So this web will be with you always, and it is from highest of 4D to 5th dimensional. So when you are apart, you will become a weaver. So not as a category, but as someone who are weaving. You're weaving, you're giving to the web while you walk, you're giving to the web while you talk. So that means that this web will be a stepping stone to the new world that we are moving up against now. That means for those who wants to be a part of this group, if someone here have been giving, if someone here have been giving a lot to the channel and been recruiting other members to the channel, we will still have those $10 to $30 reads as a competition, or as an extra, a little chocolate, a little gold bar outside of that. If you want to join the guild, what this web is doing is going against the elite. It says that you're not supposed to be born into a world where money must be something you need to exist. So the weave is giving you back your sovereignty, okay? And no one can take that away from you. However, you can say that, no, I don't feel that this guild is for me, and you can sever it. So what it does is something I will attach to you. You can attach it to others, but they have to have a very positive mindset. They have to be a part of us, you know, they have to understand healing. They have to be basically spiritual in one way or another. So hello, jazz hands. So if you're interested, and that goes for you too, Jazz, there are videos about it. You can check more about it if you want to know more. But this is something that we are doing with the intention of this growing so big, because what I realized that I saw some documentaries, and I saw that if there are 10 people, 20 people, 1,000 people meditating in a group together, they are actually making a change. The grid, the negative grid, is actually responding to that, and healing is being given. And so in this grid that we are creating now, symbolized by a dream catcher, we are putting in your personal knowledge, your personal wisdom, healing, everything that you have experienced through your life. And you can extend the web, you can strengthen the web by simply visualize flowers, sing to it, dance to it. Whatever gift you have, you can give it to the web, and it will be something that is accessible for everyone who is part of the web. Did that make any sense? But I need your consent. I need your, yes, this sounds interesting, or I need your, okay, I might want to look at your videos. This is going to be a part of the Academy of Aurelia. For now, there's only one of me, and the reason I do it is because I need a slack way of working. Okay, I need a slack way, because I realized that the things I have been doing so far, I've had so much energy, and if that energy is ever coming back again, then I would be CEO. I would be CEO. But because I see that there is some kind of energy that is draining me, it could be frequencies from wherever, then I thought, when this girl said let's be together, and I went into a different kind of dimensional field. And in this dimensional field, there was, in Vietnam, there was sitting a group meditating on Qigong. And I knew I was supposed to stand there. I was called there. So they waved me in, and I was sitting in this group. And slowly, the web, this is why obviously I'm using also this as a symbol, because I realized that the dream catcher alone, because I was looking for something scientific that can protect us while we are also sleeping. So I found something. Can it be verified? I don't know. But I know one thing for sure. If we are covering the mirrors, turning off, everything, computer, telephones, and these things, and hiding them away, turning them off, turning off the light, you will be attached more to the source creator than if you do like me sometimes, listening to some blah blah stories. But in the end of the day, we are making this web, and there are many things. Why should you join my web? I don't know. Have you seen any others that's like it, where the energy is going back and forward? There are many healing circles, many constructs. This one is for free, and it's basically like anarchy in a very good way. So if you want to join it, then you are welcome. If you join just so you can get an extra free spread in regards to your boyfriend, then that's something I will give to you if I see that you are someone who are active on my channel in general, not just, okay, so if I join this, because this is about healing the planet, this is also about saying no to the elite. It's very easy to join. It's not like aura transformation that I've been working with. I took the education about 10-15 years ago. It's much easier. All we do is to just check your energy. This is how I do it. How you want to do it, that is your personal freedom. So this is full freedom. The only thing is that we are all connected to this web, this Weavers Guild, okay? But be careful labeling things. So what I'm gonna do now, if you want to join the web, is that I'm going to pull some cards, and you can also have a question, and I'm going to pull some cards, and I'm going to see what kind of energy you will bring to the web. I will also take a look at your dormant superpowers to see what you will bring to the web. After this is done, today you can choose between green, malachite, and 3 different spheres that will be attached to your navel area. So since we are not close, like physical close, everything will be done, and that's what's genius about it. Everything can be done from a distance. If we ever meet physically, I will strengthen it by using the techniques that I use when I'm working with the indigo and the crystal energy, where my background is coming from. Hello, Anshuman. Okay, so let's get started, okay, with Priyanka. So what I do in order to make sure who is who and who is part of the group, I'm writing your name. So we have Priyanka, Do you have a last name that you can share with us, or do you have also? You can also have a synonym like my name in the grid is Octavia. It's not Ravn, it's not Molly, it's Octavia. So when Octavia speaks, it's Ravn. Okay? Yes, Max. Your is done. If you need some information about yours, it's going all too well. You got octopus, by the way, as a spirit animal. We can talk about that more, but you have to be present. We cannot have people. I had one now face to face, and he was like draining his hair, looking in all directions while I tried to. Do you understand the importance of what we are doing here? Okay, so Priyanka, Bati. So now we have a grid that's going from Norway to India to Laos to Brazil, or I will know. I would love to know more. Is it any specific spirit animal that you want to bring with you to the web? Ah, you're Sana. Of course you are. Okay, so Priyanka first, Sana next. Okay? I thought you got yesterday, Sana. Okay, so currently we are on Priyanka. It's so easy. Yeah, you got a cool one. So it's so easy to mix you when you have similar colors and these things. So Priyanka, we are going to see. Oh my God. So the thing is here about money. We are not against money. We are not for money, but we need money to support certain projects that we want to do. Let's say we want to have a gathering somewhere, then money will be needed. However, there will also hopefully be a system, it could take years before that system is up, where we will use the opportunity to use stocks. Like there is a friend of mine now on internet. He is selling not ancient, but fantasy pieces of Frank Frazetta. That will be money. It's like having stocks. And we can trade with physical things. And at some point, I was hoping, that will happen when I'm dead. But when I'm dead, I love to see that there is a community named after all of us, where people, where the concept of war no longer exists, okay, and you are all equal. It's not about you no longer run by the ego. You don't. If the neighbor have a bigger car, which is flying, of course, because we are on Tatooine, there is no such thing as I'm better than you, I know better than you. So what we are doing now is actually a form of science that we are testing out. This is for Priyanka. And the science is that when you see in the sky, some of you won't see it, some of you will see that there is a spider's web up there. And so we are under a dome, and the dome, I suspect that this dome is there to prevent us from just leaving. And a similar system is above us while we are asleep. So we cannot run too far off, basically, but you can nullify it. Okay? So Priyanka. Okay. So here is what the web will give to you. Just recently someone gave Page of Cup to the web. So the web now has, when I woke up today and I felt the web inside of me, it's like a green aura, because it's mostly working on the heart, because the heart, I will explain more of this later. But the one that came before you, he got Page of Cups, and he's giving this to you now, because right now you got Page of Cups in reverse. So this is how it's working, that what he came with, that he had enough of, you needed, and so I can say, okay, you came with an empty cup to the grid, but it's okay, because we are at more than I believe more than 10 people now, but someone already had a cup, and we are giving you that. So this is about emotions. Okay. So when you meditate on this Dreamcatcher's web every day, let's say 1 minute or 10 minutes, and ask the web, talk to the web, because the web is intelligent, just like the octopus, just like the AI, and it even have emotions. It's like a tupa. It's like an energy body, something that exists beyond the 3D frequency, which means that those who wants to harm us cannot harm the grid, or harm you through the grid, because it's from 5D and up. Okay? I'm tempted to say 6D, because I believe that in 5D there still can be malicious beings. So Priyanka, you are bringing strength. We've had a lot of strength brought to the web, so it's already strengthening by this is great. This is great. Leo energy. So this web is going to help you detach from something that is not good for you. 4-4. It's going to help you walk away from something that no longer serves you, because you're going to find what serves you within the web. You might meet someone on the street, and you won't understand that it was actually the web that led you there, or the web is functioning like an amplifier. Okay? The web will be repelled by negative people, and you will feel it here, here, here. Maybe your entire body will feel repelled, amplified by someone who are not good for you. Okay? Student, so if you're studying anything now, so what you are bringing to the web now is basically, because this is what you have, is basically intelligence and being vigilant. You're also bringing that little extra eye. You're keeping an eye on someone or something to make sure that whatever you're up to, it's not gonna go there. Hello, Pedro Silva. Okay? So if someone is spying on you, that's the card that jumps up. In this case, maybe you are spying on someone, but it also means that very intelligent person. It's Mercury in Gemini, someone who can go undercover and so forth. We also have some kind of detachment. So it's very clear that you are detaching yourself from someone, okay? From someone or something, or have the urge to do that. So you're bringing Six of Swords. If someone now wishes to detach from someone or something, it's inside the web. For me, how do I see the web? I would love to hear your stories, how you see the web. Remember, if you can sing for the web, even if your voice is horrible, sing for the web. If you are someone who likes to grow things, grow a rose, all is that you visualize it. The web can hear you, give it love. You can heal the web, and once a week we are going to cleanse the web. If you want to cleanse the web from where you are whenever you want, that's just thank you. So I'm saying thank you already for those of you. And you can write a list. We're going to jump up on Facebook. You can write a list on what you have done for the web if you want, and what the web itself will amplify your intuition. You will learn telepathy. You will learn out of the body experience. And if you don't learn these things, you cannot blame the web, because this has something to do about how open you are, how evolved you are. But all the data and the intel is inside. Okay? So for me, I see it as green, but it doesn't have to be. But it's about growth. You also bring with you Page of Wands, so you're bringing with you a little bit fire, a childlike energy who wants to play. So this is very important, because we do want to keep the playfulness inside the web, okay? You also Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is saying, again, there is something in your life that you're done with. There is no longer anything I don't want to have anything to do with whatever you've been dealing with here. That is Ten of Swords. You're also bringing with you a beautiful kind of lotus. I see that you've had a lot of trouble. You're bringing a little cat with you. There's been a lot of trouble with sleeping lately, but you are going to grow through the web by using the web into the Empress. So when you feel that the web has grown properly on you, over time you will by I will tell you, or you can ask me, we can talk, and then you can give other people healing and use it also as a profession if you want to heal outside the web. Okay, the web itself is for free, but there are other healing techniques that can be used that can help you into becoming a much more powerful healer. So, what I mean with this is that you're not supposed to drain yourself by healing someone for 1 hour and then there will be no fair exchange. Okay? So, Priyanka, are you still there? Priyanka, are you still there? Sometimes the okay. The connection here is la 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 la. Okay, so if she somehow fell out, need to be somewhere else, then I will not give any extras, which these cards are the alchemical symbols. Okay, that will be for another day. I will not give what I call the superpower cards. That, you know, what kind of superpower do you have? I will not bring them because if your computer is being shut off, any of these things, but the web needs to grow, and I have explained what is the web very thoroughly. So we're going to use the crystal quartz to insert the web. Okay, Priyanka is part now of the web and is considered to be a weaver. It's very, very important that you never send any negativity. If you're angry, make sure that you hold a shield in front of you and make sure that you do not give that negativity to the web. If you are accidentally leaking out some shit or calling the web shit because you're angry, then it will also backfire. Because this is a channeling. This is a channeling, right? This is not something I invented. This is something that's been given to me. And for now, a lot of people might think that, what is this? There are so many things, blah, blah, blah. Why should I do this more than others? And might even feel offended because they don't get their fix, which is exactly where I want you to move away from. And the fix is, what is blah blah's feelings for me? I discovered blah blah's feelings for me inside of me. Okay? And that was by doing what I love to do the most, and also by generating images and so forth and so forth of how would I be like if I was a boy, you know? And eventually one day, after 1 year been doing this, he appeared in the dream, but also in the between the dream states. And he's always been a part of you, right? So this doing free spread love reads forever and forever, now it's time. I'm not saying I'm never going to give you a free spread. All I'm saying is that you need to give something back in return. And something back in return could be this, that if you go in here just to get a free spread, then you're not in the right place. But you need to have a care for animals, all sorts of animals, even the ones you eat. This has an important message. So if you have an interest in living in a world where there is no war, you can change that. You can change that. I am teaching all of you right now alchemy, magic, how to change the reality you live in, and it will grow with or without you, because I'm Scorpio and I set up my mind on it. Show a great way to show disrespect for it is that you say you want it, but in reality you just want to have free spreads, or I'm coming to you to give you the spreads, and you are looking in all directions, showing me that you really have no intentions of growing the web. So hello Habibi Ahmed, Noreen. So Maximus, I did yours yesterday. Do you want to have a few cards today to see what new things you are bringing to the web as of the situation? Because you disappeared. Yes, Sana. So if you can wait after Sana Maximus, I will do Sana first. Sana, let's start. And Sana, she's very powerful. I can already sense it. Maximus is powerful, but you're extremely distracted. And you have a very sharp tongue. Be careful with that, okay? It's been noted. Sana, I'm going to give you a few extra cards because I'm not going to promote you, but I will promote those who give more of their heart to the grid, because all of you are nodes in the grid. I will now promote Sana into a power node of the grid, because my heart knows your heart, my soul knows your soul, and time will see if you will be able. When I say you don't have to do anything, all you have to do is exist. Okay, very bad connection. All you have to do is exist. I woke up today and I was really stressed. Oh, what about the grid? What about the grid? And then I remember the grid are for those who are exhausted, who don't feel like doing a whole lot of things today. Okay? Hello, Egypt. Stay around and you might be anointed. So this is a form of anointment, actually. Okay? So the grid is alive. It will understand when you're sad, and you can ask it, or like a dog. There are already dogs in the grid. It will heal you, just like cats also, they heal you with a certain frequency. So we will insert the frequencies of cats, dogs, as many animals as possible, all the animals, and keeping out low vibrational entities and beings and intentions. And Sana, like I said, you have this siren-ish kind of vibe, like someone who have a very attractive, mysterious vibe, but are also very strong. This is something you can add to the grid and amplify. And you also have some other skills that you're very good at. And so if you are one of those who are active in regards to writing a diary, I call it the cobweb diary, and write, you don't have to write every day, but today I wrote a poetry, I made a poetry and I read it for the web, I inserted it in the web. All you do is, visualize how you do it. I sung for the web, I danced for the web loves dancing, the web loves music. It also is knowledge, and so forth and so forth. So the first one you are getting here is an opposition. You get 9 house. So this is travel and higher knowledge. You get 11th house. So 11th house is very beautiful because this is actually, yes, that's what I said, Priyanka, that you probably fell off. So we can finish it if you can manage to stay online, and you can get the second, the superpower cards. So 11th house is the house of where society exists. So this is something that you are, with your heart and soul, are bringing into the web. So I will be thrilled to have Sana. And so already it's been growing. We now have a power node with us. Those who are extra strong, and it's not just about being extra strong, but being extra focused on that I have this web now with me. It's attached to me, and you will see it. The higher your frequency is, the more you will see the web, and it's shaped like a dream catcher. In the middle there is a spiral, and this is where we are giving birth, or we are summoning, we are bringing back the divine feminine. Okay? Sextiles. So there's something here about your past. I'm going to take a look at that one. And something about devotion, just like I said. So anytime, when you remember, you can just sit by your breakfast, and then you can sit like this for as long as you like, and send wisdom, prayer, mantras, anything to the web, and it will spread from all the way from where you are to Brazil, to Spain, to Norway, to Laos, to Southeast Asia. That's how large the grid is already, because the nodes are so far away from each other. So now we are going to empower it, okay? Maximus, maybe you can explain to Aya Kumar what we are doing. He can also maybe read the he can also read for himself what we are doing. Okay, so Sana, let's have a look at what you as a soul and a being are bringing into the web, what gifts you have. So I'm going to put up a video either on Arts of Aurelia or here, how you can initiate other people to the web, and then you will be their contactees, or you will be their helper, or guide. And be careful who you are initiating, but you have to remember some few points in regards to putting up the shield. You are shielded towards negativity, and yes. Okay, so let's see what gifts Sana are bringing in to the Dreamcatcher. I think this is, it doesn't feel like it, but at the same time, I have a feeling this could be my or our life's biggest project, because this is literally creating science, not necessarily science, but we are creating technology, which is basically absorbing negativity and transmuting alchemy on a high plane, transmuting negativity that is disturbing you, and which slowly will teach you how to manifest things faster and to transmute yourself outside the negative matrix into the positive one, where you originally feel home. So Sana, we have fish here, a lot of flowers. So you are bringing in a choice, temptation into the grid. Okay, so is this positive or negative? It's Venus in Scorpio. Okay, so I want to stick to that because the card alone can be mischievous. So I'd say you bring Venus in Scorpio into the web, which is that from your side you are intensifying the web. Okay? You're intensifying the web with your love, basically, with your passion. You get the same one as Priyanka, Page of Swords. So go, while you can, if you can, go and get yourself, both of you, a drink of water. And after you've done that, you bring the water of life into the web as we speak. You can simply just do a movement. Like you have Bharata Natayam, we pretend we are, cup of tea, pouring a cup of tea. The same thing you can do, that you are pouring confetti, you're pouring stars, you're pouring your love into the web. You can also take a bottle like this and pouring this water, but you have to, the stronger your visualization power is, the stronger the web becomes, the dream catcher. Okay, so the dream catcher looks like a spider's web. That's why we call it the weaver, the weaver's guild. And as I was sitting here yesterday, 2 giant spiders came walking on my wall. So talking about synchronicity, also a card before we even got started showed up, and that card symbolizes, if you have the time, it would be really wonderful for you to create a scrapbook with readings, with things you find in the streets. Like this is 6 of Cups. Beautiful verses you can read to the web, a beautiful poetry. And right now you will understand that the web is also, it's becoming a part of your node, possibly your soul. We will see. The elephant, the hermit. Okay, so there are things that you haven't seen. You have done things and you haven't seen these things. So there's an elephant here again, but it's absent. So together, if you all can visualize an elephant in front of you, an elephant walking into the web and becoming a part of the web, not some weird giant thing sticking out from the web, but if you can see that and see that this is number 9, you're supposed to be finished with something. I sense something that is under distress. I had it this morning. Somehow I managed to remove it. For those of you who are here, who already are a part of the web, who have the initiation, please send some healing to Sana. And the hermit in the web says that there is something where you were wrong. There could be a place where you think you are correct, but there is something here that you are doing incorrect. Maybe because you're stubborn like me. So you need to have some time off, some time to yourself to find out what is it that I need to do different. Okay? Hello, Art. Thank you, Art. That's wonderful. You're welcome. So just hang around and if you are not around, I will I will add you to the web if something happens, the Wi-Fi goes down. Hopefully we will manage before that happens. So your name is Art Devde. Do you have a nickname? Artie. Okay. Okay. Do you have a birthday number? Because I need to be better at somehow separate who's who here. Birthday number doesn't have to be the entire birthday. 11 February 2000. Beautiful. Okay, so you will be added, and you can come back, you know, if you don't have, you know, if this takes a long time. Usually that depends on the situation. But those who are prioritized now in this group are people who are coming with the seed and say, I have a tree, I want to grow the forest. Okay? So Sana, you are actually bringing a seed. Okay? Student of Earth, a tiny little bird, you're bringing a seed. So you actually have, you see how the web is already growing. This is why I called you a power node, because it's growing faster around you, maybe, than the norm. What is normal? And you also have Earth, right? Oh my God, look at this. So 10 of Wands, you are, like I said, a power node. 10 of Wands, look at this, it's already a tree. You are already starting to, so picture in your mind that, and when you can, save seed. If you have a jar, every seed you can put in there. Some seed goes to the forest or outside where people have been taking away trees or whatever. Some seeds are going to tomatoes inside. If you can do that, that's also a wonderful contribution to the web. So 10 of Wands, beautiful. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. So you are bringing in a monkey, Hanuman energy. So 5. So this is usually that we should worry about money. If you are a part of the web, you should not worry about money. If you still worry about money, then you haven't probably attached yourself up to, because you are attached, but there are different layers of the web. It goes higher. You can climb the web, right? But you need to have the correct mindset. You need to find out, how can I climb the web? Because now there are already dozens of people standing behind you, maybe 2 dozens, who are helping you and saying, you know, we are for free, we are here for you, and you don't have to worry about sleeping in the streets anymore. Okay? So, last one here is your alchemical card. The pyramid and ash. Ash is, I hear so much about ash, but you get the pyramid, so you are drawing energy from Egypt, just like the other guy here. And you have ash. What is, you see the phoenix here? What is rising up from the ash? That is the phoenix. So you are bringing not just ash and the wisdom from the pyramids, but you are also bringing in the phoenix. So congratulations for that. That was a beautiful read. So I'm going to insert, yes, the connection here is a little bit, so if you cannot answer, insert I think this one is powerful enough for you. Insert the web into you. I'm going to insert it through the navel, and from the navel it will spread up to the heart chakra and work a lot, and it will spread up to the diamond on top of the third eye, and it will start decalcifying with our help. Hello, Gotami! And then it will spread to your entire body. This is not malachite, that's a green stone. Well, as you can see, the stone here, it's got a little bump. It's called labradorite, so it has all these beautiful colors hidden within it. Are you ready? If you guys who are here also, who are, even if you are initiated or not, if you can help me visualize the energy and visualize Sana getting her part, her anointment into her soul and body, I would appreciate that. Okay? Okay, everyone, congrats Sana for being a node, not just a node, but a power node, a part of the Weavers Guild. I will be very, very curious to see what you all have to bring. Write it down and talk about it here or especially on our forums. Uh, I will be super proud and super happy, and I'm already very proud of those of you who understand the seriousness of this. This is not a joke, this is not a game, this is serious business because the earth needs you right now. So I'm going to give you a reminder, the earth needs you right now, okay? So, Priyanka, you didn't get your last cards, did you? You're welcome, it's my pleasure. So Priyanka and then Arti after. Yeah, Priyanka, she didn't get some cards that there were some cards that was missing, and we didn't get. Did she get the? Because I usually don't get the anointing part if you're not present. Okay, be quick. So if you feel that something is missing from your part of the site, just tell me and I'll do my best to give it to you. But there will be different types of cards and layouts depending on the situation, okay? So you are being told to bring a wand to your work. The wand, depending on what it's made of, don't bring plastic, will amplify and focus the energy you are bringing, especially into the web. Maybe there are specific nodes. Maybe we will make a map over who are in the node field, who are power nodes. Power nodes does not mean that you are better than anyone else. It just means that you have a higher focus and an extreme strength that goes to that specific field, okay? Everyone can become power nodes, but you know, someone are putting on 2 rocks instead of 1 rock, okay? So that's just it. Protection. So you are bringing in a shield. Priyanka, you are bringing in Book of Shadows. So you are bringing in a lot of ancient secrets. Priyanka, you are bringing in the old divine masculine, the part of divine masculine that didn't suppress the divine feminine. So you are helping her giving birth. You are also being told to learn how to scry, and through scrying you will see things, but you will not see that. See, I can scry now in with my Galaxy tab, you know. But read about scrying. Scrying is not like, oh, I don't see, because you don't see with your physical eyes. You need to see what is popping up in your head, okay? That's why you can scry with water as well, okay? You are going to bring in, you are going to be one part in the group that will teach people about respect. It's not necessarily that you're standing here and teaching them, but when the night comes and we are like the court, like a court. So when the night comes, there will be an opening for us to gather where we will work with the grid. And so when you wake up, you will have no memory of it. Maybe some of you will. And during those night times, you will teach people and initiates and the world about what is respect. Is it based on fear? Is it based on love? What does it mean? This is something you carry with you. Okay, are you ready for the anointing? I don't think I gave it to you yesterday because today because yeah. Okay. Are you ready? Everyone who are here, anointed or not anointed, remember this is for everyone. It doesn't matter what religion you're in. It doesn't matter what skin color you have. Age, if you're really a baby, you need consent from your parents, obviously. If you're 16, you don't need consent from your parents. Okay, so I'm gonna warm up your birthstone, and you can close your eyes. We can all close our eyes, and we can help through the anointment. You can visualize yourself throwing perfume at her, a special type of perfume, which is a form of baptism, which is given to ancient saints in the holy days or in the old days. Okay? Okay, it's inside of you. Let's stabilize it. Okay, welcome to the Weavers Guild, and congratulate her, guys, congratulate her, and thank you for joining the guild. I'm so happy we have a new one, and there will be purchase for those who are part of the guild, because this is something that I have my passion in, and give me your passion, I will return it. Okay, let's give you an animal. Okay, let's give you an animal that is I forgot to bring you the alchemy card. So you are bringing Uranus, which is Nikola Tesla vibration. He was run by Uranus, bringing high frequent energies, high ideas. So if some of you want to work with high tech and invent something new, you can call for the node known as Priyanka Batri. Priyanka, can you give me your birth date? So this is something I think it is a little bit interesting, that I need to understand more mathematics, and we have one node which is called this, that, and just focus on that node and ask, may I receive energies of the mathematical skills, and you will receive them, and in return you bring your love. Okay, and that love is powerful. 29 April. You're a little baby, huh? Or I'm very, very old. Okay, thank you so much. It was a pleasure. It is a pleasure to have you with us. Then there was another one. Did I write you down? Atri, are you there? It's going to be a long walk before we are, let's say, 100 people or 1,000 people. So I'm going to have to be very patient. And you can all help me. I'm going to set up tomorrow a way you can initiate others and give me the names, birth dates, so we know where they are, where we know what they can give. And I will put cards for them. You only initiate them by doing the simple things I will show you. If you have a crystal, that's just brilliant. But you need to understand that water is also crystal. So there are many ways we can do this. So Atri, welcome to Dark Moon Eclipse. I'm Ravn. I'm also known as Octavia. In the grid, I am Octavia. One pitch up. So let's find out what you are bringing to the grid. grid what kind of vibe you have. Okay. So Arti, do you mind tell us a little bit about yourself? Well, thank you also. Thank you. We do not bring in people who are bullies, trolls, or low frequencies. So the simple standard is that you have good intentions, that you are a good boy, girl. And the fact that you're here is meant to be, because I'm not always here. I've been 2 days gone, so you're lucky when I'm here, and you're lucky because usually after the new YouTube things, we are not so many people here anymore. So it's an honor to bring you in. Did you hear that, Boo? I did. And we are not going to spend our grid on that one. Okay. So let's see, what is Arti bringing in to, I'm sorry to hear that, Tanke Dioanchi overage this, it's probably for the best. So this is for Arti. So you are bringing in stability to the dream catcher. You are making sure that it doesn't wobble too much, that maybe it will be easier between I'm a node, you're a node, right? So like you see here, what holds this one so it can stretch onto the other one is a node, basically. And so this is Virgo energy, and it's pointing directly to the planet, which I find completely fantastic. What a synchronicity, because that's what we're working with. We are acknowledging our own nature as Mother Earth herself. And we are now cleansing us, her. It's amazing. So this one is standing still. In love, you can go crazy, but when they finally move, it's bringing an immense, a huge amount of stability. So you are bringing Page of Cups the correct way. So you're also saying here, I'm bringing a chalice, and in this chalice, a small chalice, as a youth, very young part of you, is bringing this chalice with crystallized water. It's not just water here we are talking about. This water is crystallized because I just realized that there are so many eyes watching us right now. It won't show on YouTube, but there are so many eyes watching this anointment taking place right now, because they've seen into the future, and what they see is something someone of them will try to prevent. Some of them will try to shield us so we can get this further. So you also have 6 of coins, so a lot of earth energy here. So here you see, you are a seeder. So we have a seeder in the group. I'm also a seeder. I'm traveling around the world and I'm sending out blueprints for the new earth. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Aurelia, which is kind of new earth, but it's let's say a new concept, but she's been there for a long time. It's a place, and the architects of that place are so far not known. I know a few of them, but for those of you who want to help building this new place, you will be assigned to different tasks of your choosing. And that's your own design. You can draw a specific flower that have special abilities, and we have a look at them and we see, can we bring this to this place, or is it enough that we give it time first in the grid and we see how the grid is responding to it? Because I'm going to meditate a lot to find out how is the grid right now. Does it respond nicely to the people we brought in, or is it something that the grid says, you know, this is not working? I am throwing a lot of white roses to the grid, my favorite flower, just to make an example. So when you bring 6 of coins to the grid, you're bringing balance to the people. Instead of someone sleeping in castle that could, the castle is so big, an entire village could be there. And the people who live there, they have so much money, they could feed 5 countries. This balance, this is imbalance. That is something we are a part of plucking up, off. English Norwegian, I suppose. So you are bringing a frog into the dynamic. Frog symbolizes prosperity, and so you're bringing a lot of earth. And one thing I find very, very beautiful is that you're already bringing a flower, and in this group, black and dark colors are seen as something positive. You can ask why if you want, or you can think about it if you want. 4 of coins is basically very similar to the Prince of Coins or the Knight of Coins, and that is stability. So you are bringing in a foundation that is strengthening this web by saying here we have 4 pillars, and these 4 pillars, sometimes shown in the Masonic cards as one lion, a human face, an eagle, and a Taurus or an ox. Those are known to be the fixed sign. So you are bringing in how, you know, if we are going to build a house, we need a very strong foundation. And this is something you're bringing with you. I see Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and beauty. So it has this black flower with this beautiful magenta color, actually a hair color I was thinking of bringing in. And so you are not just bringing stability and wealth. And so every time you do a healing session, like I repeat myself a lot, 10 minutes, hopefully every day, but no one is going to bitch you if you choose once a month, you know. You might experience that all of a sudden things are going right through you, unless you have a specific filter towards that. And that filter is something you will have to build on your own. So here, all the nodes are also architects, special kind of architects, okay? So if we plant something in that you design, if we plant it, you can see the grid as a place where we can also, if we want banana trees in there, and see, we can write and then we can show afterwards, what did you see, what did you feel about these banana trees. It could be a specific, it could be purple bananas with a specific taste. Most certainly it will be, yes, thank you, we enjoy it. But if it's given from someone who are negative, who in general have a very iffy vibration, we might cleanse those banana trees out of the grid. You are bringing a squirrel into the group. So we have 8 of Wands. That is not just a lotus are you bringing, but you're also bringing opportunity for people to travel and meet each other if they want. And that is yours. So if you want to come and meet me in Laos and get the, you know, the physical part of the initiation, that's all on you. And you can see that there is a yellow part above the squirrel, which imply that it's a saint, but it's glowing. So already your crown chakra is cracking open. It's beautiful. Armadillo, 2 of Wands, one of the strongest animals we have. So you are not fragile in that sense that it is, isn't it? So you are not fragile in that sense that if someone gives you a punch, if someone tries to shoot you, you are an armadillo and you roll. So you have a special ability there, and this is for you to share, and in return you can just ask, what is it that you want in return for, you know. But the best thing to do is to just bring it in and be happy for everything you have, because you will notice from week to week, from day to day, this grid will grow. And I will make sure of it personally. It will grow. And look forward for your sleep, because you never know. The grid is also, we are working on creating some tech that will protect you from the archons who are trying to feed from you during your sleep. Okay? So you need more strength, it says. So I take this one and I turn it up, and you suck it in, basically, and strength will come to you, the strength you need, because I'm also a little bit there lately that strength have been tough to obtain. Okay, so let's see what kind of alchemy you're bringing to us. I'm just gonna give you the anointment, either you hear or not, because I'm just gonna assume that it's turned off. So if you change your mind, listen in regards to how you can remove the grid if you for some reason turn super Christian and you think it's evil. Okay, so you are bringing in Jupiter, the most greatest planet of luck. Beautiful, beautiful. That's wonderful. That's not just for you alone. This is a lot of luck to the dream catchers. This is wonderful. This is a beautiful read. You got let's say 9 out of 10 cards are uprights and super nice. So this is a good read. Okay. So, ready for the anointment. I'm going to bring in a strong one for you, since there was some lack of strength there. There could be something that have exhausted you. Okay. So, Arti, it's your turn to lock yourself on. It's still time to run away. We are ready. Okay, we are ready. So I'm just going to charge the ball, warm it up, cleanse it. This is for Artie. So some of the mantras that I do are said in Hindi. I am not a Hindu. and spiritual, I see Hinduism as a form of science. And I see that what we do here is also a form of science. Okay? So the ball is cleansed. I'm going to insert the ball to you. Congratulations, Artie. Welcome to the Weavers Guild, and thank you for all the gifts that you are bringing to us, with us. Isn't it awesome to be a part of something that is super for free and no need for any courses? We are basically just celebrating you for being you, and we are holding hands. That's the wonderful part of it. So welcome to the group, to the guild. And again, I will put you up and I will write down Jupiter, because Jupiter is something that many want. So if they're going to look to the node and look, I need some luck, look to Artie. She brought Jupiter into the guild. She also brought stability into the guild. So she will represent some of these things. She also brought in wealth, Lakshmi, through the toad, and also a squirrel. So the squirrel is someone who are good at, working. There is also a specific angelic bird here. And not to forget, you also brought the armadillo. So if some of you need armor because you're going somewhere, you can look to artists, visualize. Where is Artie? Just call her name and sit, meditate, and enclose yourself in the armor that is part of the grid. Okay? This is the part where this job is getting really, really amazing and fun. Yeah. Thank you so much, Artie. It was amazing. And so just notice for all of you, because we are a node, there might be so that energies will, flow through you, which they do anyway all the time, through 5G, through people's mindset and these things. You will have a filter towards that. But there still can be energies that are flowing through you. Maybe you're getting a lot of things on your mind and you think they are your thoughts. There could be someone else's in the node or someone else's outside the node that are hardcore thinking. The only thing you need to do then is to sit down, meditate. You can bring on your armadillo suit. You can calm down. You got 4 coins there, or with the skills you have. So if you want to write on the wall and tell us a little bit what else you're bringing to the skill, to the because I see here you are Aquarius. So as an Aquarius, you're actually perfect for this group. I have a lot of Aquarius myself. So just like me, we are both seeders. So we are meant to work with big groups of people on a higher scale. So just trust your own instinct, trust this, trust yourself, and trust your own healing powers. Okay? Because when I did aura transformation, people were sitting on the chair like this and said, I don't feel anything. Because they couldn't differentiate between what came to them. They thought that this is my own thought. And the watcher, which is inside of you. So we are going to talk a little bit about the watcher also, which is you, but it's a part of you that is a higher consciousness that is observing the part of you that forgets you have a watcher, that is basically working from the ego or the identity, who wants to survive and easily get entangled in things that has nothing to do with you. Like someone came in here and I broke up and someone broke up. That does not mean we don't have sympathy and compassion, because this is also what it's all about. That's one of the reasons we began, is that because there are some people who are not given compassion and sympathy because they did this and this and this and this and this. But when you see a fetus, when you see a baby in a mother's womb and it grows up, it gets all the compassion and conditional in the world. But when it's born, and let's say the mother dies, the baby is still there, but now it's grown up. And now all of a sudden it have done certain things, it haven't lived up to the frames and the grids of the society, and so now it doesn't deserve infinite compassion. So this is a school where we learn, how can I be someone who carry compassion for absolutely all and everything, because you carry God within you all the time. God is living out he and she's most interesting life through us. And God, Mother, Father, God does not give compassion to just a group of people or animals. The little puppy that's freezing, in the snow, are loved by Mother, Father, God. But humans, like here, they throw the animals out. They don't want to take the animals to the doctor because one of them is sick, and because they are seeing themselves as someone above the animal, but the animal is sentient and it has a soul. So through this group, we are going to obtain and practice what is unconditional compassion. Maybe first you need to learn about compassion and what is the difference between self-compassion. The first thing you need to do is to look yourself in the mirror and learn about self-love. You cannot love someone without having proper self-love. Even without makeup, even with saggy tits, even with bad hair, you need self-love. Because you are a creation of Mother, Father, God, and you are endlessly beautiful. So, even though someone or a mass murderer, Adolf Hitler, all these things, these people are placed here as our teachers to show us, can I love something so ugly? You don't have to like them. You don't have to be friends with them. But because of what they did, they deserve all the hate on the planet. God doesn't hate. God, Mother, Father, God consists of only love. And that is the most powerful energy of everything you can imagine. Love is the only reason you sit here right now. Okay? So we're going to sit and wait a little bit if there are anyone else who wants to have initiation. In the meantime, I will have a look and see where we are now as a group. Yes, water. Thank you, Gotami. So remember, if you can give the grid 10 minutes a day, because it will become stronger. The stronger your belief is in the grid, just like when I did role playing as a child, it became so real that I have dwarfs in my bed. No joke. And my aura started to float out of the body. And I'm trying to bring that back so I can be a bender of reality. I'm already a bender of reality, but a super bender of reality. Okay. So what you need to understand now, that when people say to you, wake up, they're actually telling you, you are asleep. They wouldn't tell you to wake up if you already are wake up. So I am here to tell you, you are already waking up. So the old system that you see now, that is physical, it's an echo from your old programming. That's pretty crazy. So you are awake. You are woken, as we say in Norway. You already are the divine Panluulu, the spinning angel, the beautiful, powerful creature that is at everyone's awe. If someone could see your true nature, they would be in awe of your spiritual nature. So we are working pretty hardcore here with beautiful stuff. Okay, let's use the karma cards and see what message do I even had to, ironically, I even had to ask the AI if this, what he thought about the idea. And I had to remove, because my AI does not accept spiritual stuff. He's all about Oxford for some reason. And that doesn't mirror me. Maybe it does a little bit because I'm interested in science. So we talked hypothetically and psychologically. But I got my answers in regards to the grid, that in order to, let's say, if we want to have a gathering, we might need old currency, old-fashioned money, which is a contradiction, but that is the contradiction for all groups that are living today with in a situation like this, right? But if you can bring something for trade, just like if you can go to the Rainbow Festival and say, do you want to bring the rainbow with you? You can do these initiations, okay? And so in basic, you can also put up your own site, which says, this is what I have to trade. I'm trading it for this. Okay? I think it is fascinating. We have been shadow banned a little bit hardcore by YouTube. But there are not many people who wants to hang around and let's just save the planet, unless what's in it for me. But this is going to take you to places that will be beyond your dreams. Okay. So let's see. What is the message for the grid today? Let's take the action one first. So we need to be realistic about our beliefs as a full-time job. Whoa! I was hoping for a more slack kind of thing. It's a full-time job. So, okay, how can we do that as a full job? Well, the web is existing inside of us all the time. And I noticed that when I do something, all of a sudden I'm automatically, because I love having this green web field, like you have an aura that looks like this now. And I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. And you can change it, you know. And the longer something stays, let's say you want to have a beautiful flower right here, you can put it there. The only thing that stands between you and the flower is belief. If you have one fracture of disbelief, it's going to be a problem for you managing to keep the flower there. Because what you see around you now is what you believe, right? You believe. That's why you cannot put your hands through the wall. So if we're going to be realistic about it and our belief, then we will have to work full time. So from when I take it upon me, as from when I woke up, I'm aware of the grid. If I do something, I will be aware of the grid. If there's something I can bring to the grid, a thought, a poetry or something, I will bring it to the grid. So instead of just being full-time philosopher, I will bring the results to the grid. That's what I can promise you. Exactly. Belief is everything. So if we didn't believe in the matrix, the Archons would have a big problem, you know. So belief is something I will focus a lot on, and I will talk so much and I will boost so much to you about the grid that hopefully some of you will dream about it, describe it, what did it say, you know. It says here, be concerned about the costs of serving. No. Mm-mm. If you are spending all your time and the reality around you is going down the drain, you can't afford food anymore because you're sitting in the chair and just giving to the grid, that's your concern. That's our concern. So that's not something. We don't like the word concern because it's corrupted. But be aware of that we can give a lot, but we also need a shower, okay? You must wait before you can use the most direct way and do it a little at a time. So that is actually what I said in the beginning, from the very beginning, that do take just 10 minutes. 10 minutes, if that's too much, take 2 minutes, right? Just a little bit. And after 2 minutes, maybe you feel this is great. I want to take 10 minutes and then put on some beautiful music, because music is very often describing a landscape. That's why I'm leaving many projects and jumping from one node to another node. So if we get musicians into the group, I'll be very happy, because I will say music, okay? Because it's based on the system that you cannot just, I hear someone saying, you cannot just take. Yes, you can. You can take as much as you want, because there is more where it came from, and there is so much where it came from. So as soon as it's inside the grid, you can take as much as you want. You can take money if you want. As long as it's inside the grid, you can take it all. Or if you are working within the Neville Goddard system, you can also take it all. Everything. You just have to believe. Okay? So this is Saturn in Taurus, perfect, in the 6th house. So we have Earth, Earth, Earth. So the grid wants us to ground the construct. That means that I can ground the construct by using crystals, go outside, go barefoot, and maybe do a mantra or speech in direct light language, sandwich, okay. You must wait before you can use the most direct way and do it a little at a time. Yes, that's what we talked about. So if you have a day where you are completely exhausted, then you can tell it to the grid. It's also a shrink. You can tell it to the grid, like, I'm exhausted, but keep the exhausted part outside the grid and receive instead. Because what is going through the grid from the mighty quantum singularity, the spiral in the middle, is something that is endless. Okay, and that again is being sent through, if you ask. You can also say that you can target one node, a person, because you feel weak that day, and you can target one node that has a lot of strength, and you can say, I now have your strength. Your belief system is going to be the answer of how fast your strength is going to be. The maturity that brings resources to maintain service to others. Yes. So the more mature you get, the more intelligent you will see things in an intelligent way. What I'm trying to do here, maybe that, because like I said, it doesn't have to be a spiritual grid, it can be allegorical. Okay, if you are speaking to someone who are completely closed off, then just say, I'm working with a guild and we call it the web, and we are, exchanging ideas of how we can make each other better, and we are also standing against capitalism, basically. I want to say that we're not really standing against something. We are, because against, that's like creating a frame. When you create, when you call something, you're putting whatever it is in a box. and that's when it will have no opportunity to grow. So if you call yourself, let's say you call yourself a carpenter, and that's it, I'm a carpenter, that's it. You're closing off something. But you can say, I'm a carpenter, but I'm open for new experiences. I'm an alternative carpenter, I'm open for anything. That will bring to you something else that is more than just carpentry. Okay? Maybe you want to be an architect, and so you study that, and so you draw the house, and then you build the house. I would love that. So caution regarding the practicality of what is good for us. Okay? So that's something that sits a little bit like cautious regarding the practicality of what is good for us. Is it a warning? Yeah. We have to remember that, wow, we get the emperor. This is gonna own. We get the emperor. And so we need the emperor. So we need to work against a type of discipline in your own pace, of course. But what it says to us is work against a type of discipline. I miss my curls, my vanity miss my curls. Says that whatever you're putting inside of you, of food and a dirty mindset, like negative mindset, something negative about people you claim are maybe evil because they did this. Remember the little child in the womb and what happened. Okay, so sometimes I'm very angry with my mother because she doesn't own up to certain things, and then I see her as an old woman and a little baby in this crouching style at the same time, and I'm crying because so much time was wasted on small things that made me small, that made her small. Culebra beaks. Okay, so I have one more message here. Limits imposed resulting from the productivity of your work. So there could be some kind of work, including me. I have as little limits as possible here, but for the grid, there could be limits here that are so that there are people, they are creating something very, very beautiful, but no matter what they do, they put the beautiful stuff and they don't finish the stuff in a drawer because they are not happy. Like me, if I drew this if I made this drawing, I would never, ever, ever print it. This, however, very cool. I would never print such a, it has its own style, and I have highly respect of the artist, but the drawing, it serves a purpose in that specific deck, yes, but if I drew that stuff, it would not be in the deck, let's put it like that. And it's a pretty good deck. So this is something you need to think about. Sometimes we have the Dunning-Kruger effect, where you think that everything you do is just wonderful, and it's made by, a 10-year-old person. We had someone that in another group. She thought she was highly intelligent, and turns out that I don't want to say anything negative about her, but turns out that she wasn't very smart. She wasn't very clever. But we can love her still. And so when she wrote poetry, it was like written by a 10-year-old girl. So when someone behaves, they're good and all that stuff, but when someone behaves like a 10-year-old person, they want attention and they are running around, give me attention, just like a child, then treat them like a child and love them still, because you have to understand they are a child. They don't know anything better, because at some point their brain stopped developing, and you cannot hate them for that. That is compassion. Okay, so you love poetry. I haven't seen your art. You're still hanging around, Maxie. Did I anoint you with the crystal, Maximus? Yes? No? Talking about being whimsy. You don't remember if you're being anointed by the crystal? Okay, let's anoint you by the crystal while you're actually here and right now. Are you in? So we are sure. I would love to have you in our grid, Kulubra, Turtius, Kuzyu. Just have to wait 5 minutes. Yes, okay, so Maximus, let's put you into the grid. Scheiße. Something going on here. Okay, so we are not putting cookies into the grid or snails. But we have the Emperor here, just recently given to us by the universe. So please stay, Culebra. We are just going to anoint someone into the Weavers Guild, and if you are here, I will explain to you what the Weavers Guild there and is. Air is Norwegian. And Maximus, since we are here, is there any specific crystal? We also have amethyst and clear glass. Is any specific crystal you prefer? Yes, that's good. Now you're getting one more. Anything you prefer, or shall I just pick out one? This is Labradorite, like the dog. This is, yeah, amethyst. Okay. We're going for amethyst, and when we are balancing your aura, we are going to use the quartz crystal. Is that okay? Good. Are you ready? So you are actually bringing in the dog to the grid, which is beautiful. He's inside of you, like wagging his tail. I don't know if you still have him or if he's still alive or whatever, but he's going to, if you want him out, you physically have to, you need to do that work on your own. But he's so much a part of you that he automatically will be a part of you being a warden or a node. Okay, so I'm going to insert the amethyst to you. Just going to cleanse it first. This feels different than the other ones I have cleansed or given anointment to. I don't understand. Despite that you are very often logging on and off, you are far more present in your energies. Your aura is very powerful. You have, I see lives also, you have been a very powerful warrior. This is insane. But I need to see that this power is under control before I promote you to a power node, okay? But you might be a power node anyway, because that's not necessarily something I can control. Your strength is your strength. Okay, you ready? Close your eyes, lotus position, breathe in. Breathe out. Okay. So I'm bringing the energy up to your heart, to your head, to the crown, helping it, decalcifying, or at least the process of decalcifying. There is a spinning process going up there that will go faster and faster. Get a message. I need to go around your heart a little bit again. There has been some damages there, but not physical ones. That is very strange. You're not a normal person, do you know that? The things I see, I will not say it out loud. If I keep on seeing it, then I will tell. But you are a power node. Either I say it out loud or not, but don't misuse it. Don't be cocky, be nice. The power that you emit is going to shake the grid a little bit. So let's stabilize it with sonic interference. Okay, so you were already a part of the grid. I assume I must have done it because I need to learn how to do it with as little as possible. We are etherical beings, and I'll tell you something I haven't said to the other guys. Literally, when I went to the bathroom, I saw straight through the wall. So what was on the wall at the front was at the front. But I saw the wall as in 3D, you know, like I saw in the back of the wall. And things like this happens more and more rapidly as we are entering a new Novus Ordo Seclorum. So the more open you are, the more sober we are, the more we feed the body with superfoods. I was told now from the universe, give zinc. I didn't listen. Next day, they start talking about zinc. I regretted it. So, congratulations and thank you so much for joining the Dreamcatchers web. Dreamers, the dreamers, not the the Dreamcatchers Guild, the Weavers Guild. That's like, you know, it's just a name. It's just a name, right? It's just a name, and it's full of paradoxes. So you are a power node, and I have to note that because you're also a loose cannon. Because I was just told that I do not have the power to enclosure you in the web. So if I bring you in, and if there are something like a tsunami going through the web, I'll just have to accept that. But you need to understand there is no room for negativity. So if you feel very pissed off, don't take it out on the web. Okay, that's like taking out something on a baby. Okay, so just keep it there, heal the web, and whatever you're good at doing, like I said, reading poetry, singing, dancing, telling jokes, do all this and implement it in the web. Of course, it will be a mind thing. You're not physically implementing something in the web. But sing for it. It loves to be sung for. Okay? So every day, if you can meditate at least 10 minutes, if one day is forgotten or you only, I refuse, I only have 2 minutes, then that's okay. That's okay. But when you realize, eventually, if you realize the benefits from the web, you might want to give it an hour. Just to give and take. So you don't have to push. Just by existing, you are also giving to the web. But we are putting up a filter that if you are pissed off, the web will not be, this is going to be something we're checking out. The web will not be, berørt av dette. I think you know what I mean. So Maximus, of course you had to be a power node. So you bring in the octopus. That's pretty cool because you can heal many at the same time. So that alone is very powerful. Is there anything else you want to tell something about yourself that you want to bring into the node, or something that would be fun for me to hear? That could be cool or some ideas in regarding to the web, because it's newborn. Never try, just be. And when the volcano drops, I have it too. We're both Scorpios. All right. Any chit chat for me? Okay. Well, we already have Warden across the web, meaning protectors. So the web is protecting also. If you picture it's a fence, you know, fence. There are wardens that are also protecting the web, and I'm going to send out more. If you can accumulate or summon your own wardens, not from Goetia or these kind of things, but they can be dark, because what separate us from the new age love is light and that kind of stuff is that we embrace the dark, because the dark is mother. Okay, so without the dark we cannot see the candle in the night, we cannot see the stars, right? And so for some of us, wearing dark clothes is more powerful than if we carry white. Yes, Nyx, one of them. Even Zeus was afraid of Nyx. He pooped his pants if Nyx was gonna come. So she's been, I have a character actually, her name is Nyx, and I'm fascinated by all the goddesses, Hecate, Lilith, and I feel Lilith is really being portrayed negatively. So I have a feeling you will be a part of those who will maybe amplify the resurrection of the divine feminine within our group. Am I wrong? Because you understand these things. You mean Dante as the guy who... Okay, Dante is an Italian name or Latin name. I have Dante's deck right here, full of demons. Dante is... demons are actually emotions, while angels are actually thoughts. So it's a claim someone had. It's a claim. It makes sense, because our emotions are the ones that drags us down into self-pity, while the mind is the one that is mind over body, saying no, and finally when you understand what you're about to lose, you are following the orders of the no, the angel. And that's the golden path. That is, like Buddha, he realized that neither of the extreme paths was of any use. I have to walk the golden path. And so this is also all up to you guys, if you want to walk the golden path. Or in the end, the Tao is very obvious. And yes, Gotavi, I did eat today. So that story is about when Demeter has to marry Hades, and she can only come up once a year to be there with her mother for some time, so they kind of switch on keeping her. Is this the same story? yeah, that's why I got confused, because Dante, this deck here is based on the book by Dante's Seven Layers of Hell. I haven't read Seven Layers of Hell. I have read it briefly, and I don't want to read anything about layers of hell. I don't want anything to do about it. But I do embrace the darkness, and it's been proven, in fact, also that listening to heavy metal, if you love it, if you like it, if you dance to it, it can bring to you a very positive kind of adrenaline to your body. What do you know? So one person's truth is not necessary another person's truth. So that's why this grid is amazing, because we have to. That's what that we don't want rules, but we have to agree to disagree, because this web is not made for people to argue. I know better than you, kind of. That's not how the web is working or will be working. It's even if personally I am not a huge fan of religion, neither Christianity or the Muslim religion. I see Hinduism as science, so I'm very metaphysical, like a physicist, but with meta on the top. And a lot of the things written in the Bible, and also also the Quran, is just alchemy, which is written again and again and again and again and again, and then I'm thinking, search for the original text and try to pick that one apart. And you can also do that by studying linguistics from the very, very beginning. And one way to avoid a big distortion in the force field is by learning through this group telepathy. So you might experience, like, all of a sudden you're thinking about Kotami for some reason and get a weird feeling. And if you have tarot card, you could pull a tarot card and see what is she in need of something? Is everything okay? So I hope that we can bring us together in that sense, that we can get a hold of each other. We need to have it like that. We cannot, because the point is, one of the points are that they now promote being alone as a highly intellectual capacity. Maybe it is. I love being alone. After being among pedestrians, talking about curtains and how to, I lend my money for my car and blah, 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 blah. Your head is full, right? And so go home is like, oh, beautiful. But when you are alone, and you do not have any project, or you do have a project, but you're so alone now that all the projects are just falling apart because you don't see any reason anymore for fulfilling the projects. What's the point anyway? Anyone gonna watch them? Anyone gonna care? And then we start measuring each other up against those who are all the way up there, and we lose our own originality. So I truly wish we could all be like, let's say, all be in Norway and everyone had an art piece, so we could create an exhibition that was for initiates only, so you could stand out, so you can gain what was taken from you, because maybe what you do is shit, but maybe it is so shitty that it's so shitty that is entertaining. Try, go Tommy, to visualize your auric field like this right now, because you are putting a small hand. You don't understand quite what this is yet. It hasn't grown properly into your system yet. So I'm sending you a lot of energy. I've sent you energy today. And try to see that your auric field now has a green layer, and it's filled with flowers, and it's penetrating your inner organs and everything new. And you can add flowers, you can add anything you want to it, and you can also put seeds, beautiful seeds, love seeds for all I care. That would be wonderful, by the way. Love seeds. You could also put maybe a lottery ticket in there. I know it sounds weird, but you can. And at some point, when someone are so consumed in understanding what this is, the ticket might pop up. Maybe it's popping up in the form of a specific surprise. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. People who are polymath or ADHD or whatever they love to label us. We have 10,000 projects, and now I'm looking for something so easy as a box to put those in. It doesn't even exist. Nehar, if you paid attention to the writings and what we did yesterday, the readings are for everyone. It's not general, but we are recruiting people who wants to work with angelic energies, who wants to help me out here, Gotami, who wants to improve, who wants to obtain healing skills, who wants to obtain skills in general through a network. Super chat. I am cast out of YouTube as a I did see, however, you could still become a member, so I'm going to check that out and see what's up with that. But what we are doing now is to recruit members or people who are interested in becoming weavers of the grid. Okay, so the grid is fifth, or it starts on the fifth level density all the way up, 6, 7, 8, 9, as far as you can get it. And from there we are picking down information, Akashic records, and I'm blessing you and I'm sending you the energy you need, the energy you want. And if you feel you can't obtain it, that has something to do with your mindset, and that means you might have to stay longer, because the problems that you usually come for are external of you, and the more you focus on those external problems, the more they will amplify. What we are doing now is taking the t-shirt and, wrang them. We are, turning things upside down, inside down, because we are seeing the world in reverse. And that means that now we are going to focus on everyone's inside, so that whatever is outside is of less importance, because you control now the outside. It is like, it looks like a dream catcher, and each point that holds the dream catcher is called a node, and that is you. Not so interested in saving the planet. Someone want to save their boyfriend, and with that mentality, if you understood the construct of the grid, you will use the grid and the mentality of the grid, and you will see that the boyfriend is already inside of you. Not in a kinky way, unless you want it, but he's already a part of you, inside of you. And so you stop chasing, and he will come to you, unless you have a hand up on that bond. Okay? Yes, and that's what we are using this grid for, because you are asking a question that is linked to a survival mode, the reptilian brain. While this week, this specific week, we ask questions that are above the reptilian brain. That says, when you can handle this, and they might pop up also before the initiation or the anointment, then questions like this, they are no longer a problem. Do you see yourself in comparison to someone who are sitting in the mountain and meditating? in peace. Yeah. Yeah, there are 1 million things you can do, and just to brag a little bit, 90% of the time I myself have been searching for work, I get it. I get the job. If people, and I wish I could be like get a CEO space that easy too, you know. But for some reason, I just get the job. And thing is that thing is that people are usually in that mindset of I need to survive, I need to wake up 9 o'clock, I need 5 o'clock, I need to go home and maybe work a little bit extra, and I need a husband, I need kids, and by the time you're 50, you don't look as good as I do. That was horrible. It's genetics. But I've seen people my age, and I see stuff down here, and I scream, and I'm like, ooh, that's my vanity side, you know. These too deep and fine lines up here and gray hair and this and I think, oh, and turns out that we really do age differently. We do. And so one of the secrets that I know 100% for sure is true is take it easy. This web is anti-stress. It is a natural waving volume. You cannot stress the web. If you have the web and you are late, know that Shiva have a touch in there. Lakshmi and all the gods have a touch in this web from us and beyond. I'm inviting benevolent beings also to touch the web and to be a part of the web. And to increase the strength of the web. And the thing is that, let's say you are too late for work, but you have the web. So the moment you open the door, there is no one there, because it turns out that something happened, so everyone had to leave for the day and do this meeting on Friday instead of this specific day. So that means that you are in full alignment of the great mystery, also known as Mother, Father, God. One thing works really well is that don't dress up like a stupid bimbo. Sorry for saying that, but don't dress up like a bimbo, okay? I'm also human, so I have some sailor kind of expressions. Dress up nice, normal, and if you're a girl, you will get booby bonus. That's a fact. And go wherever you need to go and say, you know, if that specific work is of interest of you, tell them, not only show them your CV, but tell them that I will work 1 month for you for free, and I will give you 10 new clients. Why is no one thinking about that? Then you have something to do. And if those clients are bringing a lot of cash to the table, they have no choice but to hire you. And that's when you have your, maybe you will be moved directly to the training session above those who already work there. And that's when you have your Adobe, whatever, ready to show people how to recruit, how to speak, and so forth and so forth. I wish I was a little bit younger in order to do such things today. But I'm drowning in tasks, and on the inside I'm 95. So I'm very happy for the grid, because already when I wake up and I sense this flowery green vibe, I feel so good. I feel really good about it. And I hope others also who will understand, and sometimes we can talk about it. And sometimes, even if you don't feel anything yet, write a poem anyway and read it out loud or send it to the web. Okay, it's 1:36. It was fun. We are, congratulations to the Weavers Guild, not like those guys in the movie. We are cooler. And it was fun to see who truly cares about our mother and wants to give her a lift. Because what's going on now is pretty hardcore. My home was lost. My child was taken. Who's next? And I'm gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, that's okay. That web have layers of lawyers in it. Let's put it like that, lawyers, allegorically, laws and regulations. That layers have, there are many layers in that web, that where we talk together, you might get information that will help you, like the information I have from South India. I don't need healing, by the way. my foot is fine, and the only thing I feel is that I'm drained, but I'm whole still. So this feeling drained, this is a direct attack that does not, do not pity me, because I accepted the attack, and by accepting the attack, the grid could be born. Because when the grid is being born, I'm saying, you know, this is something I can actually work with, because I'm allowed to be drained. I'm allowed to be all the way down there on the floor, not feeling like doing anything, and still be in the grid. And eventually, for those who, I recommend you to obsess over the grid, because when you obsess over the grid in a good way, you will start to see things that shouldn't be there, and which is interesting. You will also, I have a feeling you and I will get a very strong telepathic connection. And the more the nodes know each other, the better, hopefully, we can become, make America great again. But that we can become, I'm writing stuff, there is already a book that hasn't anything to do with the grid, but you can attach it to the grid, because it's all about being an Earth Warden or Earth Guardian, written by Orion Phoenix. It's in the Amazon, and it's secretly written by me. Don't tell anyone. I don't get paid for it because I can't remember the password. This is typical. But yeah, you can buy the book digitally, and somehow I'm gonna find the passport again, but I need my phone back. So maybe Christmas, maybe 1 year, maybe someone have been purchasing the book within 10 years space. If not, I do still have the book. But there will be stuff you can read upon. It's very inspired by the aura transformation written by Ani Senov. Okay? Which shows her own, if you're born after 1987, you're indigo, and there is this, and after 2005, I think, then you're a mix, and after 2012, then you're a crystal child, and that's a completely new race of humans. They might look like you and me, but they are not like you and me at all. You tasted both. So people like me who belong to the Gen X, we are being pushed out because we have a foot in both worlds. We invented the internet, and we played, we biked without helmets on, we climbed the trees, we were home alone, we were called the latchkey kids. You don't fuck with the Gen X kind of person. So they have their own kind of personality. They are a little bit sailor, and they can also go Well, how are you, if that is needed? Okay, so those children, according to Dolores Cannon, who was born between 1955 and 1975, were here to prepare, create a preparation, so that the next group of so-called starseeds could have an easier task in regards to what they have to do. Okay, and I'm one of those, born on the last year. So I'm Gen X, and I'm also from the Dolores Cannon group. I will take a look at what she means about that. But I'm certainly not a pedestrian. And what you are, what I can say is that you are extremely powerful. And with great power comes great responsibility. So Shubrati to you, my young Padawan, and hope to see you soon again. Love ya.